Nor crime, nor vengeance is done negligently. It is not done with a disrespect or disregard for the law, for even criminals know the law better than police officers, and they are careful to appear as a civilian keeping the law rather than a criminal breaking it. Vengeance comes from a person that has been touched in ways in which are inexplainable. The reason for eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth is because one cannot believe what has happened to them, and the only way for it to stop happening is that they start doing it to the person that initiated the crime. It is not a casual laid back while sitting on a beach with a bikini drinking a martini. You just call up a political person and say, oh, don't forget to violate so and so in her house because she stole when she was a child. It's not one of those kinds of things. It's not a domestic violence. I'm going to talk down to you for 14 years of your life because you pickpockets when you were young. It's not I'm going to disrespect you as a customer, get you fired from your jobs, put you on the streets for a while, make you go without scientific resources in a capacity in which you never even made a person suffer those losses. Vengeance is for anger, not for monetary debt and theft. You don't do vengeance on money. You do vengeance when people have violated your life in ways you could not even use your own body. You could not even use your own mind. A good example of vengeance is the Count of Monte Cristo in Chateau d'If, escaping and rendering punishment to his enemies. Judah Ben-Hur in the gallows, rendering punishment to Marcella. That's a good example of vengeance. It's not you casually, negligently talking down to a person, constantly beating up on them, domestically abusing them, doing violence to their life because you say that they owe money. You say that they're a thief. You say that they messed up with money. Money does not produce vengeance. Money produces a desire to have it back. And that's it. It doesn't make you vengeful. If somebody stole $5,000 from a bank, it doesn't make you want to steal $5,000 from them. It doesn't even do that. Let me talk about how this works. Everyone who uses my ear canal as an employer, a coworker, a customer, primarily my roommate Joe Cyrus, this is what they're telling themselves. They're saying, I'm just stealing money. But you're not hiding it. People that steal money always hide. You're not hiding it. So therefore, it's not eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Because you never see a person take your money. You find out after the fact. But I can hear you. So it's already not money. But also I want to say this. Money does not belong to any person. Money belongs to the world, and that's where it's going to go back to. When people steal money, they only slighted one person, but they did not slight the world because the world still has proper commerce business going on every day. And when they use their stolen money, the world has gained its reason for acquiring money. Money does not belong to us. We hold on to it for a little while, and then we give it back to the place where it comes from. Okay? So money does not ever have a consequence other than for it to be paid back. Solomon said, if you are caught stealing, if all you're going to do is pay it back, because there is nothing that you did wrong. Okay? He said, if you're caught stealing for anything that concerns the body, which is to buy clothes, to buy food, to take care of that deep gut, if you are caught, but if you're not, nothing's going to happen. Not the universe will never punish you, which means if anyone ever does anything to you other than ask for it back, they are going to go to hell. Because that's not the law. The law is if you are caught stealing money, you don't go to jail. You don't get beat up. Your hands don't get cut. All you're going to do is pay back every penny that you owe the person. And that's it. And that's if they want you to pay them back. If not, nothing's going to happen. Stealing money is not a crime. Stealing money is just like an entrepreneur paying you dimes and nickels to work for him. It's the same thing. I think stealing money is cleaner than working for an entrepreneur and having been underpaid. I'd rather someone take my purse and I still have all of my life, my job, and everything in my life than for an entrepreneur to use my life until the day I die and underpay me, where I'm always working, slaving, decomposing, breaking my bones and suffering. Okay? I say this because right now, all the people that have been using my ear canal for the past 14 years, they think that they're just stealing money. They're like, I'm just stealing money. I'm just like you. I'm just stealing. That's all I'm doing. I'm like, oh, that's so easy to say. But that's where you messed up. First and foremost, when the universe electrocutes each and every one of you, it's going to say, I'm just talking to you. Since when you talked to Nikki, you said you was just stealing money. When I'm electrocuting you through Melt Roof, Stop Pin, Marty Gross, and Important Not, the universe can say, I'm just talking to you. I'm just telling you something. I'm telling Nikki how much I despise you. That's all I'm doing. And she's just watching y'all suffer. The universe is not going to say it's electrocuting y'all incomprehensibly. It's going to, I'm talking to y'all and Nikki at the same time. Like Joe talked to Beyonce and Nikki at the same time. He told Beyonce through talking to Nikki, see, I despise this bitch. See, I talk down to her. And Beyonce's like, yeah, 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 yeah. All the stereotypical black women of the world, they love to see me get talked down to. They like to see a mouth to act all nasty and disrespectful. They like to see the customers come and talk down to me and have attitudes with me. And it tells the whole world, look what we doing to her. Look what we doing to her. But then y'all told y'all, we just stealing. I'm like, you're stealing for 14 years of a lifetime, 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, every day of my life. You're stealing? I never stole that much, and I didn't even steal. I was doing conductive footsteps, which were proven by all of my symbology. I had no choice but to acquaint with your sorrows and your griefs. You broke the law of science, so the universe gave me a conscience about laws being broken. That's it. And I have a conscience like, oh, it's horrible. It's horrible, universe. It's horrible. It's horrible. I don't want it. And it's like, thank you, Nikki. I just needed to know that if you've been found faulted, even if you didn't do it, you still just want it far away from you. I just need to know. Because, see, they don't tell me that. So I just needed someone to come and tell me that on earth. But I don't want you to really have found my wrath. I just want to know that a person doesn't want to be in the hot seat. Thank you, sweetie. I just really want to. A person doesn't want to beat up on the person they did it to. They just want to be out of the hot seat. Right, Nikki? I'm like, yes, universe. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you. That's all I needed to punish these motherfuckers. Because they try to act like they'd rather beat up on someone and add more injury to battery and justify it. And, you know, they try to act like they don't care that they broke the law. And it doesn't even profit them. At least you would have profited, but you didn't want it. You just threw it away. You didn't care. You gave it back. But see, these motherfuckers, they act like it profits them to put someone at a public bus stop. It profits them to have poverty in their world. It profits them to sever the umbilical cord and not ask people's permission. It profits, you know. They're not in a hot seat, terrified for their life. You know, because even though you're not feeling the pain of jail and prison, stuff like that, it's still very bothersome to have anything trilling behind you. You know, it's just gross, right? Yes, yes. I just wanted to have a normal person in a situation before I throw everybody else's, life. I just wanted to know that I'm right. That you're just not doing this right. You know, you're not responding to guilt the right way. You're not responding to broken laws the right way. You're not responding to other people having loss and suffering the right way. You playing the fuck around with me. You pretending. I don't like that shit. And so that's what I am here for. I'm here for the real nitty gritty of how a person would respond if they were found faulted. If all of a sudden the hot seat was where they were going to be. If all of a sudden other people had not done the crime they did and there was a broad light shining on them. I am reacting in such a way that a person should respond and react about those things, since everyone else is so comfortably breaking the laws of science, damaging people's soul, body, and life, damaging universal property, and saying the universe doesn't care about anything. All it cares about is a piece of paper in the hands of someone who plays a false authority to your life. I'm like, oh, really? So I say all of this to say that there is no consequence for money. Money is a crime. Therefore, no one could do wrong to it. Those that allow, support, and participate in money are supporting criminal activity in our universe. When you do wrong to it, the universe is blessed by that wrong. Because, if people see how easy it was to do this and how weak the system is to support a person's life, perhaps they will come over to my side and choose clone to clean, scientific equity, give everyone a house, give everyone a car. So the universe doesn't stop monetary problems. Because money is a problem because it doesn't serve humanity the right way. It doesn't support scientific distribution to every human being. It supports murder unaccountable and unarrested, and people having attitudes all of a sudden and getting people fired from jobs. Customers complaining about things that, while they are wrinkled from head to toe, you think that they wouldn't complain about anything as ugly as they are. You're just shocked when they actually want their chicken wings extra wet because you're like, but your face, your face, your face, your face. And someone who doesn't want their face to be pretty, I wouldn't even have a taste bud sensation past that point. When my face is gone, my taste is too. Because if my appearance is not the way it's supposed to be, nothing else really matters. I'm just keeping alive a dead cadaver. So I say this because right now, Joe Cyrus and every stereotypical black woman, everyone who's robbed me of the sanctity of the holy place, our ear canal is not like money. Your ear canal is your eternal soul. Okay? Eternal soul. This is a part of you that the law was broken to. So you can never die. Nor can the person that used it, right? Money is something that you could always get back. You can never get back your eternal soul. Once your eternal soul has slipped into darkness, slipped into the left or right, even the universe will not necessarily pull it out. It may try. It may have to. But like Saul was given a new heart in the Bible, you may go right back into the old ways of the damages that were done, which will make you a permanent. That's who you are. The universe cannot rescue us. If the universe could rescue us from being bad, then there would be no hell to go to. Think about it. If the universe could really rescue us, that means that some of us go into the darkness and we can never come out of it. Some of us go into a left or right zone and there's no redemption from it. That's why the ear canal is not. Money is something that you take from a person. And watch this. All across the world, police officers are set up to redeem money. All across the world, security alarms and security guards are guarding money. All across the world, there are alarms and vaults and banks. But there is nothing for your ear canal in your flesh. Not even a human being's brain. Not even. And without even having one security for your flesh and your ear canal, people are using my ear canal and they're touching my life and they're saying, girl, that's just like stealing money. I'm like, but where's the security officers? Where's the police that I can call? No, it's not. That's not eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. That's not. That is you trying to justify doing something wrong, and the flamboyancy and the disrespect level. No one has ever done vengeance like playful and jittery. No one has ever said, that's just what you did when you was doing that. No, I'm doing melt roof like, motherfucker. I can't wait till you're suffering. I can't wait until you're lying on the ground and you can't get up. I can't wait till you're stuck in toilets and you can't move. I can't wait till you're in a car burning with fire and you think you're going to die soon and you're not. I cannot wait until your soul is crunched like balling up a piece of paper. I cannot wait till you're suffering for all eternity and you cannot die and you don't have a body that you could kill or murder. I cannot wait. That's how you do vengeance. You don't do it as a jittery butterfly talk. Girl, when we talk to you, we just doing that like you was still. We doing what you were doing. You did it too, so we could do it back to you, bitch. You did this, so we doing it to you now. That's why we don't care. You gonna wonder how we count. You did it, so we do. This our interpretation of what you did, bitch. Eye for an eye. If you ever want to pay someone back for money that was stolen, all you do is move something around their house and then just leave. Take anything from them. And when they search for it and can't find it, you pay them back. Let me ask you all a question. How many of you have ever saw sound that was coming out of a person's mouth? How many of you all have ever seen your soul? Watch this. If you ever touch a person's ear canal and you say that you were just stealing money from them, that's a lie. The only way you know money is stolen is because you see it with your eye. You never see sound from a person's voice. You don't even see what they're doing to your soul. You don't see how your soul is being morphed and twisted and distorted. Joe Cyrus is going to burn in hell with the rest of you who thought that pay me back for any monetary problems, whether theft or debt, was you talking in my ear canal and telling me what to do with my nerves, my blood that I never see. I don't even know the condition it's in when you touch it. Like money, we know we have $50 in our hand. If we have 25, someone stole 25. You can see it. I cannot see my soul. I cannot see my blood. I cannot see the condition of my soul while you're touching it and distorting it and yelling at it and being a false authority to it and telling me to do stuff. You robbed me in a way that I have never touched you. But that's all right. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. You told me that doing crime was flamboyant okay, so when I melt roof, the universe is going to be fucking laughing at you. If you think you're not going to hear roars of laughter in the heaven like you heard thunder when it rained, motherfucker, you don't know a damn thing about magic. You see a lot of shit on earth, plates and bottom lips, hiking mountains, people putting fire inside their body, consorting their body. You see a lot of shit right now. But when you find out that the universe is a living presence, a living being, and has a mind of its own, when you are suffering and you hear laughter in the fucking heavens, that's just going to be me paying you back for justifying the only thing you've ever done wrong. And that's to touch my soul and to break my motherfucking bones.